right, guys, we're going to be cleaning this dealership here. We're going to be using 3 different things. We're going to be using a RODI 3-stage Tucker system with the water-fed pole. We're going to be cleaning the Aluka bond as well as the windows with this. We're going to be using a 8-gallon-a-minute hot water pressure washing system. We're going to be cleaning the sidewalks and just the concrete with that. And third of all, we're going to be using a Comet P40 soft wash system, low pressure, high gallons per minute. We're not going to be using sodium hypochlorite. We do not use bleach on any of this. We're going to be using a surfactant, and that's all, okay? You can use Dawn or surfactant. We're going to use one of our surfactants we have. And if we do turn on the SH a little bit, that will only be for this part around here. I'm going to show you. You don't want to get it on none of this. It can etch it. It can cause damage. You don't want to do that, or any of that Aluka bond, okay? Now, we are going to use it on this part of the building, okay? This is just metal, if there's any algae, okay? Remember, sodium hypochlorite is for killing organics, okay? So we do this every year. We did this last year. It doesn't look like there's much algae, if any, grown back. So when you want to make sure you're not getting it on any of this, okay? At that direction fan, you want to cover all your electrical. We're going to go do that with tape here in a second. No SH here, okay? And it looks like we don't even, actually, yeah, there's a little bit right there, see? We'll get up there and get that, so we're going to hit that. And we're going to make sure we rinse down. We wet all these vehicles in case there's any accidental overspray. You don't want to get anything on there. And we'll rinse it beforehand and rinse it right afterwards. Always keep it wet. Always be mindful. You normally want to have people move, but since this is like after hours, you know, you have to do what you got to do, but you always be careful, okay? We cover our outlets in our camera. No outlets over here. We want to tape up any of that right there. Okay, no outlets. There's one of our water supplies. Watch this. I'm using my clean hand right here. See that? It's really dirty. So we want to make sure we get all that off, okay? Hit it with the water-fed pole system, and then treat any other areas that may need it after that. So we're gonna get started by turning on the water-fed pole. Work our way down. Water-fed pole system, soft wash system, pressure wash system. Work our way down. Let gravity work with us. So let's go turn on our water. To this side of the building, I don't see any more outlets at all, which is good. This is a great thing. So the only thing is the cameras, and they're up really high. So actually, we're in good shape here. We're gonna open the water up. This dealership has one on each side, so I can use one for my water-fed pole system and one to feed my tank. We always want to cone off the area, even though it's after hours, which you only want to do this after hours, of course. You don't want to get anybody wet. Cone off there, and cone off anywhere there's like any objects anybody could trip up. There's nobody here, but we always treat it like somebody's here. It could come. Blocked off there, cone there, blocked off there. Lay them out nice and flowing so you don't trip, and there's no kinks. So when we're slowly working our way around the building. The cords and hose move nicely. They don't get pinched or get caught up under a wheel or around a corner, concrete or anything like that. So you always want to think, just like painting a car. If you do good prep work and tape it off, then the paint job's going to look really amazing, okay? But if you do crappy prep work, it'll show in the paint. So it's all about the details, guys. All about the details, okay? So we're going to rock and roll and get this thing started. We got our water-fed pole on. I'm loving this Tucker system, guys. I love it. We just recently become vendors for them, and I love their systems. I can't speak enough about them. Everything that I sell, I own and I use. If I don't use it, I don't sell it, bottom line. It's just it, man. So it's in bypass now. We want to let this thing cycle for a minute, let it clean itself out. I used it today earlier at my house on my windows. The good thing about when you get new equipment in, my wife always puts it to work at my house first. So that looks like it's been running for a while. And then we're gonna turn this off. It's gonna start slowly working its way out. All right, then we open up the line to the water-fed pole. And we have water. There we go. We got 2 streams coming out like that. And I'm gonna order a squeegee to go on top of this right here so that I can come behind it. All right, I have the pole all the way extended As you can see, with 27-foot pole, this is my first one. We'll get bigger ones as we go. And then we're gonna brush. We're gonna brush up and down all the way to the top to bottom. Nice, and you wanna get all of it nice and clean. Get it nice and clean. Nice and clean. Take your time with it. I'm using one hand, guys, so this is what we're gonna do. Top to bottom. You wanna do, just like you're cleaning a car, you wanna do sections at a time. Let's hold it like this right here, and you rinse it top to bottom. Top to bottom. Rinse it down. Guys, we've already cleaned the top 3 blocks right there. Slowly go up and down here and get this really dirty metal section right here. Again, I'm trying to do this with one hand, so bear with me. But yeah, we're gonna scrub it really, because remember all that dirt was right here. It was really on each one of the panels. You wanna scrub the panels really good. Let me show you, like right here. And again, with one hand. So you wanna get up here and scrub really good. Scrub up and down, all the way to the bottom, top to bottom. You wanna take your time. You don't wanna miss a single spot. And then once you've done all the way across, right? You've done all the way across. I'll show you how we rinse it, right? Go all the way up and down. Then, at the very end, you come back and you hold your pole above like this, and you'll rinse it. You see that stream coming out? So we'll rinse it. We'll start out. This is what I do, so it works for me. I go all the way across the top, and I work my way back real slow, okay? And I go all the way back this way, back and forth, and work my way down. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Get all the way to the edges right there. Here we go. Back and forth, back and forth. This is what works for me. You may have a better method, and this is what works for me. Here we go. Look how clean it looks. All right, now right here on the front of the dealership, I'm gonna show you how dirty this is. All right, look at this. See how dirty that is? Look at that, right? Now watch this. You ready? Here we go. Let me show you how good this RODI system works. No soap, just pure water. All right? All right. Wash my hand off. Watch, you ready? Look at that. You got every single bit of it off. Look at that. Look at that. Looks amazing, man. I can't brag enough about this. Works great on the Aluka Bond panels and the front, and also it's going to be great on the windows. So, yeah, man. No soap, only pure water, and you leave no streaks or anything. Amazing. All right, so what we did was we washed these up and down. I already did them, so I don't want to go back over them. So I washed them up and down, right? All the way across and worked my way around. Then I came back and I rinsed it. I went over the frame on this one. I went over the frame. And when you're rinsing back, you want to start at the top, all right? Because once you've already done a window, you don't want to go back up top and hit it because it can knock some dirt back down. So we'll start at the top and we'll rinse our way down, back and forth, back and forth. You see how good that Aluka Bond's looking and that window? I mean, look how good this window's already looking right here. And also when you're washing here, you want to make sure you get the bottoms of these. The bottoms of these lettering, like washed underneath here, is where all the dirt collects. And also at the ledges. Right here at the ledges, you want to avoid, see that power line? You want to stay away from that power line. This is as close as you want to get. You want to be very aware of that. And I already cleaned it, but at the bottom of this lip right here was a lot of black dirt and from the roof, the rain. So wash the bottom of those lips right there. That, and on the bottom of the letter, and then of course come back and rinse it back and forth and rinse the letters. So yep, that's the service side. Usually on most of your dealerships, have these windows, and look how good it's looking, man. Because even though it may look like, oh, this don't really look dirty, but trust me, it's dirty. So right here, We haven't cleaned this yet, so see that dirt right there? It's just nasty, all right? Look at here, maybe I can show you a better angle. Watch this. It's just, it's real gritty. See, look at that, look at that. It's real gritty. You wanna make sure you get all that. So from a distance, it looks pretty clean, but you wanna make sure you get all that off. Get it, see what spots, you wanna get all that off. We're gonna come to that now. And also in here, spiders like to build up in here. See how good this looks? We've already done this, look how good, look how nice that looks. This was one of the dirtiest parts right here. And I don't want to touch it with dirty fingers, but look. Clean, not a drop of dirt on it. All right guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up and down. Gonna go up and down. I'm using one hand, so bear with me. We're gonna make sure we get it nice and scrubbed, nice. And we're gonna go across the whole top layer. We're gonna hit the frames too. Oops. If I had two hands, I could be doing a little better, but we're gonna work our way slowly but surely across. Go right across that frame. Right across that frame, because you wanna clean that too. All right? All the way up and all the way down. And then when you get over here, I'm trying my best with one hand, guys. Bear with me. You go all the way down. Work our way back. Work our way back. Work our way back. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Over the frame. Want to get the dirt out that frame. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. See, look how good that's looking already. And I'm going to wrench just for the video now and show you guys how good it looks. And then come back and do the rest of this right here. But see, we're rinse. We hit that top frame first. Hit that top frame, knock that dirt down off of it. And once we hit that top frame, we don't go back on it again because we don't want to knock any more dirt down onto the window. So I kind of give it a little shake like that, back and forth. Slowly across, see that water coming down so we don't miss any of it. Just like that. Look how good that's looking, man. It's looking good. Pretty good balancing with one hand. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look how good that's looking. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. All the way across. Look at that. All right, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the Comet P40. And we're gonna wash all of this, right? You can use the AR-45, you can use Comet P40, you can use the 12 volt. Look how good this looks. Sorry about the glares. My camera on this new phone is broken again, so we're going to have to get it replaced. But look how good this is coming out so far. So this is the part we're not gonna hit with the water-fed pole because there's spiders and dust everywhere. It'll get all in the brush. We're gonna come through and hit this with a soft wash system. And then, we're gonna do the concrete, because it's going to splatter up a little bit. And at the very end, we're going to hit the windows. We're going to aim the surface cleaner away from right here. Try to keep it off this because this is already spotless. Look how good the water-fed pole system did. No watermarks. We're going to aim it away from here and try to keep it off of the window frame as much as possible, but mostly off of that Aluka bond because we already cleaned it. We don't want to get any spots on it. And then at the very end, come back to window with the water-fed pole system and do the windows. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. We're going to do the soft wash system. We're going to hit all of this right here. We've already hit all the Aluka bond, but all the metal right here. We're not going to use the SH. No SH. We're going to use maybe a tiny bit of surfactant. We may just use water. But then again, this is just spider webs. There's no really dirt on there. But we probably use a little bit of surfactant just to knock off the dirt, okay? There's no algae up under there. But there's mostly just spider webs like that right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the spider webs, knock them down. Knock them down. We're going to hit this area right here. We're going to hit this area. And then we're going to turn around after it stops dripping so it's don't drip on our heads. We're going to come back and work our way this way. This is a starting point. See, it's knocking all them spider webs down like that. Knocking all that little bit of dirt and spider webs down so that it looks immaculate in the morning. It's all about the details, all about the details. And systems. You want to have a system in place. You just don't want to go wild crazy on it. You have a system. You want to stay off that electronics right there. And we'll go around it like that. We'll go around it like that. It is clean, and I technically ain't got to worry about it, but I'm going to hit it with the RODI system. Again, I've already cleaned it just to get all the water spots up of it. I want it to look immaculate. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to work our way around. Work our way around. And like I said, you don't have to do that. It's already clean. You really ain't going to do it again, but just because I want it to be perfect, I'm going to come back and just hit it real quick with the RODI to get all the water spots off of it. Hit. Work your way around this metal part here. Now that spider web's off. You can hit the corners like that. Guys, as you can see, we knocked all of the, sorry about the glare, guys. This is a brand new iPhone, but apparently the camera just got cracked or something a week or two ago. But nonetheless, we got all the spider webs up here and around. So we're gonna fire up the surface cleaner. We're gonna get at it, man. All these spider webs are down to rock and roll. We're not using any chemicals. We're using hot water. We don't want to use any chemicals on the aluminum here or the aluminum bond. So we're using hot water, extremely hot water. We're getting all this up. It's not good enough. Hot water, high pressure. 8 gallons a minute, 3500 PSI. Really hot water. Get the job done. All right, guys, we've got the Alucobond done. We've got underneath this done. We've got this Alucobond done. We've got the sidewalks done. And for the last finishing touches, we're going to do the windows. We got the water turned on. We got our water fed pole system going. We're going to start on this end and work our way around. And we're going to revisit these corners. And we're going to revisit that because the surface cleaner possibly could have got some water up here. And we want to hit it and make sure all the water droplets are gone and make sure it's good to go. But you can see there's no more spiders up there. This place is going to look amazing when we're done with it. Right, let's go, guys. With the window, we're going to start up at the top and work our way around like this and then go up and down. But we're going to go all the way from the top all the way to the bottom. Now I'm doing this with one hand, but you guys get the gist of it. All the way to the top. And if you see any spots, you scrub them really good. All the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Yep. See how good it's making that window look? Yep, and then we're done. I'll show you what you scrub it. You rinse it like this, side to side, holding it about 6 to 12 inches off the window, working your way down, working that water. So at the very beginning, you'll do the top, but after that, you want to stay off that top ledge so you don't knock any dirt down on it. All the way down. And then when you get to the bottom, you hit the ledges. All the way, when you're washing, you always hit the ledges first. The window frames, I mean. There we go. All right, guys, it's beautiful. It's done. We're wrapping it up. Let's look at what we've accomplished, okay? So first of all, I want to point out, you might want to, when you're doing the doors, do them by hand so no water seeps over the crack and then the middle and there's nothing to walk through in the morning. We didn't do it. We did it with the water fed pole, but we were careful not to get any in there. Going forward, we're going to do them by hand, implement that with our systems. But just wanted to point that out, a little nugget there for you. But the windows look amazing. Look how good they look. All the Alucobond looks good. We re-hit that for when we surface clean to make sure there was no splash on there. Let's back up a little bit. Let's look at how beautiful this thing looks. Amazing. This thing is decades old, guys. Looks like a brand new dealership. Looks like we're doing post-construction cleanup, but we're not. This is decades old. Decades old, man. So yeah, matter of fact, there used to be a Buick dealership. They just recently stopped selling Buicks. They took the Buick down that was right there, and that's where the holes are. So we're cleaning it up nice. They got all the Buicks off the lot. But yeah, we do this once a year for them. This is our second year doing it. We got, except we're adding, since we're adding windows now, we're doing that for them as well. So look, we got all this Alucobond. Dirt always collects along the edges and on the bottom of the letters and on the inside. So make sure you do the tops, even though you can't see them. get the brush up there, get in here, and the letters, get underneath them. Turn the brush sideways and get in there. And the ledges, they always collect on the ledges. Careful around the Wi-Fi boosters here. And you want to be careful around the cameras, of course. We didn't use no sodium hypochlorite. We actually just used water. We didn't use no soap on this at all. This is all water-fed system. Now, the first year we did it, we used a little bit of surfactant. We did all this by hand in a bucket truck. I did a video on that, you can check it out. But we have the water-fed pole system. So this was all done with the water-fed pole system, the Alucobond, the windows. We did use the soft wash system to wash this metal, but like I said, no bleach. It was just mainly for the water pressure. We hit it right there, and we went around here. Let me show you around here. We washed all this. We hit all these windows. Look, those windows look amazing, not a single water drop. We did all these, every one of these, guys, and it was really dirty, especially on back here. That top lip was really dirty. We got all that clean up there, and it was really dirty over here as well. Underneath those letters, we got all that looking amazing. When we come out here, we knocked all the spider webs off right here. This is what we use a soft wash system on, and water-fed pole on the rest of this right here. The surface cleaner, of course, on the concrete. So yeah, this looks good. We got this looking amazing. They're gonna be very happy with it in the morning. We got all the windows done, and like I said, we always go over the frames. We start at the top, work our way down, and we go over the frames as well. Hit every single window. Look at that Alucobond, it just pops. It looks brand spanking new. Like no soap, no bleach, nothing but hot water and high pressure, 8 gallons a minute, 3,500 PSI. All right, guys, this is the other side of the building. Looks brand new, looks amazing. We got all the Alucobond, we got all the ledges done, all that Alucobond, the windows, the frames, the sidewalk, all the excess water out away from the building so they don't walk in it in the morning and check it up. So it looks simply amazing. I'm gonna show you this one part over here. There's service door. You drive in that way and you come out this way. I'll show you how good these windows look. They are just looking amazing. I'm so happy with this system. So check this out, not a single water drop on these windows. Super clear and crisp, man. You can even see through to the other side, look. Look at that, looks amazing. But yep, always go over the frames, go over like this, go over the frames, and then rinse in the same manner. All the spider webs off of this, all the ashtrays moved, cones moved, bug traps moved. We washed under and moved them back. You always want to do the best you can, and before you put your equipment up, make sure you didn't miss a spot. It's easy to overlook something, guys, but you always want to slow down, get a system in the way in place of how you do it. For instance, what I do is I do a panel at a time. I'll do a panel like up and down like this, or I'll go all the way across the floor. Usually I go like this right here so I can work along and my cord don't get kicked. But anyway, before you put your stuff up, make sure you didn't miss a spot anywhere. And once you're done, put everything up on your truck and trailer. And yeah, always take before and after pictures, document that, and just always go above and beyond. And remember, guys, people over profits, okay? God first and people over profits. I'm gonna tell you, it's all about relationships. I preach this all the time. Relationships. Get out here, boots on the ground, introduce yourself. Guys, we're out of here now. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. I appreciate that. If you don't mind, hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you over here. If you have any questions or any comments or suggestions, drop them in the comment section below. I read and I respond to every single person. And I once again want to thank you for all the support. God bless each and every one of you guys. People over profits.